toad in the room. I know you got to have your rest. She says, come lay beside me. I've been waiting since you left. She's sweet to me, must be the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life. First time that I saw you, you took my breath away. Might not get to heaven, but I'll walk with the angels that day. She takes me by the hand, and the luckiest man alive. Did I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life. Well, hi there, pluckers. I've saw things again with a new one on me. This is a song called Joy of My Life by a gentleman called Chris Stapleton. Okay, standard tuning, but with the capo on fret 3. Okay, fret 3 for playing in same key as Chris Stapleton recorded the song in. Okay, so basically simple song with some difficult bits. Some fiddly bits, shall we call them. Okay, so there's a riff that goes all the way through the song, which is a little bit tricky until you play it a lot, and then it obviously gets easier. Okay, so starting off with the intro. So what we're doing here is, I'm doing it slightly different to a lot of people seem to do it, but this is the way I hear it. Okay, so this is my take on this song. I'm not saying it's 100%, but this is what I do. Okay, starting off with like a partial F major 7 in a way, but I'm only putting the first finger down on the first fret of the second string, and I'm hammering into the third fret from the capo on the fourth string with the third finger. I'm leaving the third string open and the top E string open. Okay, I'm going 4 downwards, and I'm hammering into that open D string to the third fret. Right, when you've done that, so you go, and then add your pinky to the top E string on the third fret, and then off, and then off. Okay, so it's right. That's what I'm doing anyway. Then we go to a C chord, but hammer in the, again, open 4th string to 2nd fret. That common, quite common hammer, that. 2nd fret, open 4th to 2nd fret on the 4th string. Alright, and you do the same thing. You do that, and then add the pinky again to the top E string, 3rd fret. Da 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 da, so da 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 da. So just the once on it sort of thing, and then take it off, and then to a G. Okay, so the first bit. Okay, and then a stroke on the G, downstroke on the G. Then this riff that goes all the way through the song kicks in. Like that. So what you do with that, because you have to do it with this shape of G, can't you can't really do this with, it's more difficult with this shape of G, but so I'm using it like that, what I call a backward G. And you can, but it's a bit more tricky if you do it that way, I think. Okay, but what I'm doing is basically hitting the G chord, then hammer open fourth to second using this second finger, so it's then the open third, yeah, for that. Then what we do is we do a slide from the second fret of the third string up to the fourth fret from the capo on the third string to the third fret on the second. Okay, so you got slowly, sorry, then minute pause, and then you hit that third on the second again, so you got, okay, and then you slide that down again from the 4 on the third to 2 on the third, right? So it's like, so you got, and then the G chord again, okay, so it's, so and then you play that after the slide down, open G, third string, and then the G chord again, and then you do that hammer open fourth to the second, and then the open third again. So far it's slowly. And finally, after you've done that, you do another G strum, and then you do the second finger goes down to the second fret on the third string this time. So hit that second on the third with that second finger, open third, and then that second on the, so it's, you pull off really, you can pull off even better, but it's second on the third to open third, and then second on the fourth to open fourth. So the whole thing is okay, slowly. So let's do the whole thing, let's do the whole intro, it's very slowly. And then we start the whole thing again. And then you're into the song. So it's 2 lots round. Okay? Once again, we'll do it once again very slowly, right from the beginning. And I'm into the verse, okay, and that's G, tiptoed in the room. Then we do that hammer into the C. I know you've set that open fourth to second, with that second finger. That's it, so it's tiptoed in the room. I know you got to have your rest, and you do that whole riff again, that G riff. And then another repeats again, She says, come lay beside me, hammer into the C. I've been waiting, it's G and riff. And then we're into the chorus bit, and we go into a D, and it's a sort of deliberate strum. It's a nice, slow, deliberate strum. She's sweet to me. Then the normal strum, yeah, so emphasised strum, and then a little normal strum. So it's he's sweet to me, and then you add your pinky to make it a D sus4 to that 3rd fret on the top E string. So it's she's sweet to me. And that then quickly off just before we go to the C. Must be the luckiest man, G alive, riff. And then you just repeat that bit again. D, strum, deliberate. I'll tell you, baby. C, stop. You are the joy of my G, riff. And then another verse, okay? So the chorus, just do the last line of the last 2 lines of the first verse where it goes, she says, come lay beside me, I've been waiting since you left. Chorus, she's sweet to me, must be the luckiest man alive. I tell you, baby, you are the joy of my life. And another verse says, I saw you, exactly the same as the first verse. Not, well, it isn't quite, but the first 2 lines are, first time I saw you, hammer into the C, you took my breath, G and riff. Now this is slightly different. Second part of the second verse is might not get to heaven, that's the same. And then when you go into the C, it's I walked with the angels that day. A bit of emphasising going on there. So G, might not get to heaven, but I walked is C, walked E minor 7 or partial G with back to C, angels that day. What I'm doing there is I'm going from the C to this like E minor 7th shape, 2nd on the 5th, 3rd fret of the 2nd. Can you see that? I don't know if I can see that. Okay, so it's when it goes, might not get to heaven, but I walked with angels that day. And then another riff as usual. Another chorus. She takes my hands, I am the luckiest, G and riff. D, I tell you baby, with suspended C, you are the joy of my G and riff. And then what I do, there's obviously a guitar sort of solo bit, electric guitar solo bit comes in and it plays over the intro. So. And then it goes obviously into another verse, okay, which I didn't do, so but it's exactly the same to play as the other 2 verses and another chorus sort of thing. And I just did the intro and finished on the intro, okay, as you saw in the demo. So there you have it, boys and girls.